No, that don't work out. You know, because then you'll be building. I'll tell you.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing.
Let me read this thing here. Hold on. Public comment. During this portion of our meeting, we welcome your suggestions and want to hear your concerns. This is not a question and answer period. Speakers will be limited to 5 minutes. The county commission is not able to take action on matters discussed during public comment. Speakers are requested to state their name for the record.
Good evening. Thank you for letting us comment. My name is Cynthia Connolly.
My name is Russ Moore.
And we're back again to ask and we'll talk about Cornerstone Christian Counseling, doing business as Cornerstone Christian Counseling, Pecos Valley Counseling, addiction housing at 1894 Chaparral Loop. We had been told that a representative would be here today, and I was hoping to give her these questions that we tried to give them 2 months ago to get comments on. We have a fair amount of questions here that were never addressed. We went to their shop, they're not a shop, but their counseling establishment on California, and gave this document to Rita Burgoon, who's a counselor on staff, and she said that she would give this document to their lawyers, and then the lawyers would get back to us, and they never did. So I was hoping that they would be here today so that we could actually address some questions that we have about the establishment and that have never been answered. Go ahead.
Also, I just wanted to say that I followed up with Julie Gregno's office, and they said that they would be inspecting the property around the 15th of January. And I went in to talk to David Naranjo, and he said he was going to be getting to that in the next week, just to see the dwellings that are on the property as well. And as far as covenants, we've researched back to 1990, and we have not found any covenants, although the person who sold my house said there are covenants. So we're going prior to that, so I have 2 pilot companies that are looking into that as well.
So far, all we've been able to unearth is electrical is up to code, but the rest of it doesn't seem to be on file. Extra copies of the questions if you would like them.
Sure, I'll take a copy.
Copies for everybody. We've given to them 2 months ago and they've never responded. If anybody else wants them.
Yeah, go ahead.
One last copy.
Thank you. Any other public comment? Go ahead.
You have a question for us?
We don't do questions during the public. Yeah. So.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, item 8, organizational action items. Consideration of resolution 2026-01, appointment of chairperson and vice chairperson. So I guess the first one on there would be the chairperson. Do we have any nominations?
I'll nominate Joe Gonzalez.
Second that.
Have to have a second.
Second that.
Oh, do we have to have a first and a second? Do we have to have a first and a second? The nomination?
We should, yes.
We should, yeah. So we got
Second.
So I got a nomination for myself from Councilor Montoya and a second from Commissioner Montoya for me as the chairman, and I'll accept that position. I'll try to do better at the meetings too. No promises.
Don't refer to us as council.
And then, okay, yeah, that's the other hat, chairman. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? I guess I'm the chairperson. Next up is vice chairperson. Do we have any nomination for chairperson?
I was gonna nominate Mr. Monette, but he's not here.
So can we nominate if he's not here? Does he have to be here to accept, or do we just like? Jeremy?
You could.
What do you guys think? If you want to know, we'll nominate him. I'm sure he'll accept it. Call him.
Yeah.
Got it?
You don't answer. Danny, before you say anything, you're on speakerphone, okay? Be careful. So you got nominated for vice chair. You got a first and a second, I guess. And so do you accept?
Yes, sir. I will. Can I keep the
That's a hard question. No, we'll take you off. All right, we just need you to accept it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I'll keep you on if you want that.
So we got So you got a nomination for vice chair of Daniel Monet from Commissioner Aguilar, a second from Commissioner Montoya. All in favor? Aye. So Daniel Monet's the vice chair. Item B, consideration of resolution.
Chairman, if you would, a motion to approve the resolution with both nominees.
Oh, okay. So we need to consider the resolution, motion to consider resolution 2026 with both chairperson and vice chair.
So moved. Second.
Got a motion from Commissioner Zacatero and a second from Commissioner Aguilar for resolution 2026-01. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Resolution 2026-01 passes. B, consideration of resolution 2026-2, Open Meetings Act.
And Mr. Chairman, if you would like, I can briefly explain the resolutions.
Sure.
Mr. Chairman, this resolution has not changed since the previous operating resolution, which states that the meetings are going to be on the second Tuesdays of the month of 5 with a reserved time of the fourth Tuesday of the month at 5 in case another meeting is needed. And it sets forth the type of notice that's required.
So moved. Second.
And unless there's any changes, I would recommend approval.
So got a motion from Commissioner Zacatero and a second from Commissioner Aguilar for approval of resolution 2026-02. All in favor? Aye. 2026-02 passes. C, consideration of resolution 2026-3, public participation rules.
Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, this resolution sets forth the rules for the public generally to participate during public comment session. These rules have not been changed since the last time, so I recommend approval unless you all would like to see any changes.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner, got a motion from Commissioner Aguilar and a second from Commissioner Montoya for approval of resolution 2026-03. All in favor? Aye. 2026-03 passes. Resolution 2026-04, parliamentary procedure, Robert's rules.
Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, this sets forth the working procedures for this board, which is generally Robert's rules. That said, it does not mean that Robert's rules, it suggests, it states that it's a guide, which means that you don't have to follow them exactly. They get complicated. We want to make sure we do the people's business here without getting tripped up on specific, very technical rules. It also sets forth specific rules that this commission imposes upon itself. For instance, that the chairman should vote on every motion, so that his elected constituents can know what he voted for. It has not changed since last year, and I recommend approval.
I make a motion, we pass resolution 2604.
Second.
And a motion from Commissioner Montoya and a second from Commissioner Secretary for approval of resolution 2604, parliamentary procedures. All in favor?
Aye.
Nay? No? I vote no because I always break those rules. But anyway, motion passes. Consideration of resolution 26-5, working hours and paid holidays.
Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, this resolution sets forth the general working hours, which is for most offices. However, it allows offices like the sheriff's office and the detention center to have staggered working hours. The most important part of this resolution is the holidays. What you have before you are the holidays that are set forth generally by the state. That said, you have the right to change the holidays when they're observed. Theoretically, you could say there's no Christmas. Wouldn't be popular, but it is possible. Since this board sets the holidays, you're not required to follow a state schedule. There are two blanks on it, which traditionally have been observed by Socorro County. If you would like to continue to observe them, I would fill those in with a spring holiday and a county day, as well as I believe there's a question about New Year's Eve. So I turn it over to the commission about how you'd like to proceed.
So when do we normally do county day, whatever it's called?
County day, I believe, is generally the Labor Day weekend. I think that's the county fair day.
Oh, yeah.
Around the county fair, and then the spring holiday generally coincides with Good Friday, historically.
That's in April.
Yes.
Question, Chairman.
Yes.
Did we talk about, in terms of the Christmas Eve, also doing full days of 44 hours?
Yeah, we can discuss that now. So we're saying spring holiday would be April 3rd? Am I looking at that right?
That's correct.
So make a motion. Well, let's do that one. So we're gonna do them all.
You can do them all at once.
Right. April 3rd is spring holiday, right? And then the next one was in September. Fourth. So Labor Day is the 7th, so we're saying the 4th. September 4th is county day. Huh?
You'd be correct there.
Be correct?
It's gonna be that Friday?
Yeah, that Friday, yeah. Friday prior to Labor Day. And everybody's favorite holiday, Christmas, is on the 24th. What have been, yeah, 25th. Christmas Eve is the 24th. We normally give them, it's normally a half a day on Christmas Eve.
That's what's historically been done. It's up to you if you'd like to make it a full day or make it no day at all, however you'd like to proceed.
I think we talked about him doing our Christmas employee appreciation thing on the 23rd, making it, advertise it sooner and so forth. So how does half a day on the 23rd and then you're off Christmas Day and Christmas Eve? So in other words, you work till noon, you go eat, and after you eat, you don't have to go back to work, and it's Christmas. How's that sound?
So it's an extra day,
That's fine.
Yeah, we're adding Christmas Eve. Adding up, yeah. Extra day.
it's an extra day.
Did you get that?
It did.
Yeah. I'll second.
Generous boxing.
They're gonna fire me after this. That's all right. But after that, you gotta come to work, okay? So anyway. And then New Year's Day is New Year's Day, and we normally don't do anything but Thursday.
Third?
No,
September 4th, the Friday prior to the 7th.
Yeah, fourth.
for New Year's, we just normally take New Year's Day, right? Which is the first.
That's right, it's New Year's Day.
So then that
That's correct.
stays the same. So we have that documented.
Yes, sir.
So then, need a motion for approval of 26-5 working hours and paid holidays as presented.
I'll make one.
I'll second.
Got a motion from Commissioner Montoya, a second from Commissioner Aguilar for the approval of the working holidays resolution 26-5. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Consideration of resolution 26-6, establishing depositories. Hold on. Okay, so like the next depository, signature checks, grantee checks, contracts, vendor checks. So I make them.
And inspection of public records, all of those have not changed unless you would like to see changes or have them explained. They can be done at once.
So what is for consideration is 26-6 through 11.
Which is F to K.
F to K.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, I'll go ahead and make a motion to combine resolution 2026-6, all -7, -8, -9, -10, then -11. Combine all those resolutions. Make a motion.
Second.
Have a motion of Commissioner Secretary for the approval of resolution 26 through 11, which is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And a second from Commissioner Aguilar. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pass. Item L, resolution 2026-12, appointment of Housing Authority Board members.
Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, Marianne Chavez requested changes to this board, and she's suggesting Valentina Naya until 2028, Lonnie Marquez until 28, Audrey Jaramillo Hawks till 27, Betty Saavedra till 31, Lincho Vega till 27, and then the city of Berlin will be Holly Chavez until 31. And if you're satisfied with those, I would just suggest approval as amended.
Here's the attorney. Do you have a motion?
I'll make a motion to pass.
No, second.
Motion from Commissioner Montoya, a second from Commissioner Aguilar for the approval of resolution 26-12. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? None. Resolution 26-12 passes. Resolution 26-13, appointment of SDCOG board members, COG.
Mr. Chairman, I believe the previous appointee was Danny Monette and the previous manager. It's up to you if you'd like to keep it as the alternate. The previous manager was the alternate. It's up to you if you'd like to keep it the same.
Okay, the same. I'll make a motion.
I'm sorry, wait, I'm sorry.
can't?
We can keep the same for Danny, but you still need a new alternate,
Which was the manager, right?
which was the manager.
Keep the manager and wait till he takes over to do it.
No,
You could just say county manager.
no, yeah, make it manager.
So I'll make a motion.
Don't do it for however long it takes.
I'll make a motion to give Danny Monette and also the upcoming county manager for that position.
So just write in county manager.
So I have a motion from Commissioner Zacatero and a second from Commissioner Montoya for the appointment of the SCOG board, which is resolution 26-13. All in favor? Aye. Aye, opposed? Resolution 26-13 approves. When I said make the manager do it, what I meant was I think it would be appropriate that the manager. How does that sound? There you go. 26-14, appointment of regional planning organization.
Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, last year, at this point, we only have you as an alternate, as the first alternate. So I believe that we need a member. It was the previous manager.
So me as the manager
No, you as the commissioner
Commissioner,
is the alternate. If any, we need a member and another alternate properly.
okay. I'm already there, so it's up to you guys.
So we need another.
Yeah, and an alternate. Me too, right?
I'll go ahead.
You want to be the member? Okay.
I'll be the alternate.
The alternate.
Is Joe, are you the,
We don't have a member,
oh, okay.
an actual board member.
So are you saying?
So it's the manager, a board member, and an alternate, correct?
Correct, that's what we need.
And since I'm the manager, I can't be a board member, so there you go.
I'll do the alternate.
You got too many.
So Commissioner Aguilar as the member and Commissioner Montoya as the alternate?
Yes.
Was that, is that, or unless?
Yes, that's.
That's what we.
Okay.
So I got a motion, so I need a motion. As commissioner, the manager as the member, Commissioner Montoya as the member, and Commissioner Aguilar as the member, and Commissioner Montoya as the alternate.
Correct.
I'll make a motion for the manager being the member, and then also Aguilar being also a member as well, and then Mr. Montoya as the alternate member to resolution 2026-14.
I'll second. So you got a motion from Commissioner Zacatero, a second from Commissioner Montoya for the approval of resolution 26-14. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. 26-14 passes. 2026-15. Look, that's just in time, Danny. Here we go. New Mexico County Insurance Authority Board appointment.
Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, this, I've just, FYI, is going to be a very critical and probably a demanding board for the upcoming year, or at least for the next few months. Currently, we need a member and an alternate. Currently, Commissioner Aguilar is the member and we have no alternate.
I think we spoke about this yesterday.
Mr. Chairman, I've served on that board in the past, and I'd be willing to serve on there as the alternate if that suits the board. And I apologize for being late.
So I'll make a motion that we leave Commissioner Aguilar as the member and we add Commissioner Monet as the alternate for New Mexico County Insurance Authority Board appointment. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
So I made the motion, Commissioner Zacatero approved, seconded for resolution 2026-15, New Mexico County Insurance Authority Board. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? We have the board appointment, 26-15. 2026-16, approval of Lodgers Tax Board.
We have not been able to fill this board for quite some time, Mr. Chairman, and if you don't have names as of now, then I would table it.
We'll table 2026-16. 2026-17, appointment of DWI Council Board.
I'll nominate myself to be on there.
Second it.
Commissioner White?
And really quickly, Athena brought me a list, and of course, yeah, Commissioner Montoya is on it, but she might have some additional changes.
Yes, good evening. It's Athena from the Socorro County Compliance Office. Yes, for our voting members, just so we always have quorum, Jackie Muncy, Chris Rotman, Harold Peralto from Alamo, and any representative from Scope is a voting member, except when it's a financial, because they receive finances from us, so they recuse themselves. So if those names would be approved, we much appreciate it.
Yeah, so I believe that we would, on the list, if Commissioner Secretarial would remain on it, or is it going to change?
Montoya.
Philip Montoya?
Yeah.
So the motion is the list that Athena presented and adding, deleting Commissioner Secretarial and adding Commissioner Montoya. And I need a motion on that, right?
Yes, I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion for Commissioner Secretarial, second for Commissioner Montoya, for resolution 26-17. DWI Council Board, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? 26-17 is approved. 26-18, appointment of County Fire Marshal. I make a motion that we appoint Brett Berger as the County Fire Marshal.
Second.
Got a motion from myself and a second from Commissioner Montoya, the appointment of Brett Berger for the County Fire Marshal, 26-18. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? 26-18. Brett, congratulations.
Thank you.
26-19, appointment of county fire chiefs.
Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, the fire marshal sent a correction to this, and what it should be Midway is Mark Wheeler, San Antonio, Fred Berger, and North Central, Adam Steinke. See that?
So I was asked the question, these are all voted in, correct? Did they hold elections and all that?
That is correct. Actually, I am self-appointed at this time
Because there's no members.
because we do have a plan, and I think we have a plan, and I'll talk to you further about that, and we can probably change seats at San Antonio next month.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Montoya, second for Commissioner Monet for the approval of County Fire Chief, Resolution 26-19. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Fire chiefs are appointed. 26-20, appointment of Central Solid Waste Authority Board member.
Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, the previous members were Commissioner Aguilar and Commissioner Gonzalez. If you'd like to remain that, or we can move.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, got a motion, Commissioner, make the motion. Great. Secretary, a second for Commissioner Montoya for the approval of the Central Solid Waste Authority Board, consisting of Commissioner Aguilar and Commissioner Gonzalez. 2026-20. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? We're in, John. We're in. All right. 26-21, appointment of Arizona New Mexico Coalition of County Board members.
Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, the current members are Commissioner Monet and Commissioner Gonzalez. It's up to you if you'd like to keep it the same or change it.
Let's get it there. So moved.
Second.
Motion Commissioner Aguilar and a second for Commissioner Montoya for the approval of Resolution 26-21, the Arizona New Mexico Coalition of County Board members. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? We're it. Okay, 2026-22 appointment of opioid remediation collaborative board member.
Mr. Chairman, this is a very important board. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that the previous appointee was the former county manager and the alternate was Athena. I think
You can see.
Okay, so it'll be the manager and Athena, correct?
if this board so chooses.
Yeah. I'm good with it. Motion to approve.
Second.
So got a motion for 26-22 appointment of opioid remediation consisting of Athena and myself for the manager position. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? 26-22 passes. Item 9, approval of minutes of the December 16th, 2025 meeting.
Commissioner, Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to accept the minutes for dated December 16, 2025.
Okay. Got a motion for Commissioner Secretero, a second for Commissioner Montoya for the approval of December 16, 2025 minutes. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Minutes are approved. Item 10, committee and department reports. Acknowledge the written department reports.
Good evening again. It's Athena from the Compliance Office. Athena Gusumas from the Compliance Office. I know we have resolutions and MOUs to be approved moving forward on the agenda a little bit, but I just wanted to give just the community members a little bit of an update that in this last quarter, we've had 101 probationers, 40 DWIs, 52 regular probation, 9 domestic violence, 10 closed cases, 3 new intakes in December. I don't have the numbers for January yet. Additionally, we have in our RISE program in the detention center, we have 7 males, 4 females, and we're coming up to having almost, I think, 8 to 10 graduations. We've had 10 releases in these past few months, and everybody is doing exceptionally well and no recidivism, and has either transitional housing of their own, and or employment. So we're really happy for the continued support of the RISE program. Additionally, next Monday, the 26th, we will have our first medical staff in the detention center, an RN, I believe, who will begin to work on certifying the detention center as a pharmacy and some other things moving forward. And I know you've been kept updated on that, but we're thrilled to finally have some medical staff moving in and getting us up and running for everything that is required by the state for the detention center. So if there are any questions, I just wanted to quickly brief you on that before the resolutions and MOUs are up for approval. Thank you.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it's good news. Makes Adrian happy.
Good evening, Commissioners, Chairman Gonzalez, Vice Chair Manette, and Commissioners Montoya, Aguilar, and Secretarial. I'm Fred Berger, Fire Marshal and Emergency Manager, Socorro County. Just wanted to update you a little bit on what's been going on in the EM and fire departments. We have been doing the maintenance program using Lawrence Schaubner from the road department. I want to congratulations to him. He has completed his level 1 fire apparatus technician certification, and he'll be going after his level 2 in July. I passed this through the state fire marshal, and he really likes to see counties using their own workers for the maintenance on this. So he really approved of this, and I think we have backing out of their office. 3 Socorro Fire Department members are completing their EMT basic training on the 17th of this month. Adam is one of them, and 2 others from North County, so congratulations to them. It's been a long 3 months, right? Long time, yeah. It's a hard course to get through, a long time. We are gonna have PHI come down on the morning of the 17th. And they're gonna do some helicopter safety training at the EM office. So they'll be landing at the EM office, do some training for members of the birthday class and also members of the fire department. We don't usually see a lot of helicopter landing, and we want everybody to take out there. So that's good that we're gonna have them going out there. We also have wildland training starting for members of our county volunteer system, starting on the 17th, 18th, and going on the next weekend also, 24th, 25th. So the wildland training, anybody who has not been previously trained will have to go through this training. Anybody who has had previous training will have to do a refresher training. But this is gonna be good to get a lot of these members trained in wildland. Concerning San Antonio Volunteer Fire Department, you know, we are all aware that we've had difficulties maintaining numbers down there. We are gonna have a public meeting early February to speak about the San Antonio Volunteer Fire Department. We're gonna attempt to try to get the members of the community much more involved out there. Commissioner Montoya, I'll let you know the date when we get that date. And we'll have that at the San Antonio Fire Department Community Center. So that'll be good to try to get those members of that community involved. We did hold a safety training class for the chipper for the RISE program. It was great to get the RISE participants out there again. We had to change the way we're going to use RISE in our east side fire break plan. We have had so much, I'm going to say congratulations to all these people that are moving on from the RISE department, but we can't continue to hold the Sawyer training for them if we lose the participants. So the chipper training is easier for my office to put on. So we'll get them trained and we'll use them in chipping everything that is down in those areas that we've already completed. CWPP, the Community Wildfire Prevention Plan, has been completed. Congratulations to Marina out of my office. She worked tirelessly getting this report completed. It was paid to a contractor previously, and that contractor's work was not approved by New Mexico counties. So we got an extension on the grant, and my office was able to go in there and complete it. It has been approved by New Mexico counties, and we have sent in reimbursement paperwork. So Socorro County will be reimbursed for the work that the contractor did. So congratulations again, Marina. Thank you very much for getting that work done. Again, the fire breaks have been completed down there. Using the Rocky Mountain Youth Corps on the first fire break, we are going to go ahead and try to use them again on the second fire break. And something that is interesting that we're going to do on January 20th, down in the San Pedro area for our fire break number 3, we're going to have FECON and Vermeer come in, and they're going to do a demonstration of masticators and actually work on our fire break down there. So they'll be down there all day, starting at 0900, working at 380 at San Pedro area. So I'm super happy that they've volunteered to come down here and demonstrate the work that these masticators can do, and actually do some work for us on the day. We have just started work on a grant from the State of New Mexico Energy, Minerals, and Natural Resources Department. This grant is in the amount of $150,707 to develop a local energy efficiency and conservation plan focused on low-income households. Something that we weren't aware of, but thank you, Chairman Gonzalez, Manager Gonzalez, that I think that we're going to get this started out of my office and work with Kristen out of the manager's office to get this grant plan written. So once we have the plan written, then we can go after the actual grant so that we can have this program set in place for Socorro County. I think it's going to be a really good program for Socorro County. And I think that's about it out of my office for the month. Actually, no, I have a couple more things. We met with the county fair board last night concerning our evacuation center plan. I think there was some pushback when Mr. Lockert was the manager. They didn't like some of the language in the MOU. So they really pushed back and didn't want to let us use their area as an evacuation center. Last night we met with them, 3 people on the office went down there, and we just spoke with them and asked how we can make this work. I think that going there and talking to them and getting to know what their fears were, I think was really helpful. So I think that working on this moving forward, I think we're going to go ahead and get able to accomplish this task. And the last thing is that detention pond in the San Antonio area. That's going to be a major program. I got all the paperwork together today so that we could get the Colonias grant started for that project. So I think that will be a great project that we continue to work on in the San Antonio area to mitigate some of the flooding problems in that area. And I stand for any questions if you guys have. Okay, all right, thank you guys, and I'll keep you informed.
Congratulations to all you guys.
Hey, no, thank you guys, yeah. And I really want to thank the volunteer departments. It was a hard year last year, getting these departments to understand that they're appreciated, they're needed. But, and congratulations to Adam out of my office for really turning around North County. He's been a huge force out there. So a lot of congratulations to Adam and North County especially. Midway Volunteer Fire Department, as always, they're doing a great job. And then we are working on the San Antonio area. I think we do have a good plan going forward. And I'll speak with you guys hopefully next month on the new chief coming into that position. All right, thank you guys.
Thank you. Acknowledge commissioners' reports.
Chairman, last night I met with the mayor and the trustees in Magdalena, and they're still waiting for an updated version of our MOU for the roads. The last one they received from the previous manager wasn't complete. So I talked to our attorney, Mr. Nance, and he's gonna get them an updated version so we can move forward and assist them with their roads.
Okay. That was basically labor, no?
Equipment, labor.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, it's the labor and cost sheet for the equipment. It's written, just general grading is $75 an hour, which I think you all gave them a really great rate. If they want something else, it's, labor and cost sheet. If I were them, I would have signed it and just taken that 75. But I've been in contact with our road superintendent today. He sent me a sheet. I've revised it, and I sent it back for to make sure it's correct, and then I'll email it to you all as soon as it is.
All right. Anything else?
I don't have any. So,
I'm gonna skip the managers, huh?
There you go.
Okay. So under the manager's report, a couple of the departments have some surplus equipment they haven't used. It's just been sitting there in their yard. So they're gonna start the procedure to bring it to us and deem them surplus. There is entity that want them, so it'll probably just be there's a paperwork, get it deemed surplus, take it off the books, and then donate it to the other government agencies. And I think one of them might be a nonprofit. And then, unfortunately, we hired a good finance director, which I thought, and then she decided she'd rather work from home, got a different job, so she moved on. With that being said, we did hire another finance director, and she's slated to start working January 19th. And she's also a very good candidate, so I'm looking forward to filling that position. As Fred stated, we're applying for money through Colonias to complete the San Antonio drainage project. Hopefully everything goes to plan. BLM's set to sell us the property in July, so we're getting a cost estimates updates to make sure that we applying for the right amount of money to finish that project. And then also on CR 91, there was some documentation or follow-up engineering work that had to be submitted. We're pushing forward with that. Good news on the roads. We've actually had some people from the Del Corto area and the Armijo area. They called and thanked us for getting out to the roads. And I think right now they're passable, but there's plans to make them better. Working with BLM and actually considering rerouting one portion of it so that the water's not always getting it, but we need the permission from BLM. So, but they're being cooperative. Road 234 out west, there again too with the State Forest Service. We had a meeting and they're going to provide us some culverts, and we're looking forward to getting that project finished. We're almost closed out with the road stuff with Sunzia project. I think they're going to meet today or someday this week. There was some concerns of not really our road, but where they put their access road on a Sierra or something like that. Is now the water is running onto the road, so they were going to look at addressing that. One of the big ones that they did was Santa Casa Road. I don't know the name of it, but it's in Santa Casa. But they've completed that. They completely chip sealed it. And some other culverts, so that I think the constituents in that area are happy. Going forward, we did close the applications for the manager position, and we interviewed, and I guess we're going to discuss that in the executive session today. So I think that's it from the top of my head. So, any questions? Complaints? Nope. Recommendations? All right. Moving forward. Action items number 12, consideration of resolution 2026.
Public comment.
Oh, we did. We moved.
Thank you.
We had a
That's all right. Used to it.
we had technical difficulty. Action items 12. A, consideration of resolution 2026-23 El Camino Real demolition postponement.
Mr. Chairman, I'd make a motion that we pass that.
I'll second.
No more discussion or do you need anything?
Well, yeah, a little discussion, consideration. Oh, never mind. Resolution 2026, got a motion from Commissioner Monet, a second from Commissioner Montel. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Consider resolution 2026-23 passes. 12B, approval of memorandum of understanding between Socorro County DWI program and New Mexico Department of Finance and Administration for assurance. Is that you, Athena?
And Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, these are our standard memorandums and statements, as well as resolutions. That would be B, C, D, E, and F. And I believe that, Athena can give a brief explanation.
Yeah.
Once, if you like.
You would, just for the record.
So, it's an annual thing with DFA, an annual grant application, and just that we always have to ask for resolutions. So we apply for something called distribution, which sort of covers our expenses. Then we apply for a grant, which helps with treatment and prevention. And then we apply for the detox grant, which approves for our treatment and what we call detox, but it's really intensive outpatient treatment. So there are 3 grants that require all of these resolutions and memorandums as well.
Which one do you want? B, C, D, and E? And F.
C, and F.
No.
So everything from the.
Yeah.
Everything combined then?
Yeah.
B, C, D, and F.
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to go ahead and approve action item 12, B, C, D, E, and F.
Second.
Got a motion from Commissioner Secretary for the approval of resolutions and MOUs for understanding for the different functions through Athena's compliance office, which are items 12B, C, D, E, and F. And the second from Commissioner Monette. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? It passed. Before we go in, oh no, we go to 12G, approval of memorandum of agreement with Catron Sierra and Torrance County regarding the implement of SB3 funding for Region 7.
Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, last year SB3 was passed by the legislature, which is the Behavioral Health Reform and Investment Act. And really what this did is to localize the behavioral healthcare planning and hopefully implementation into local districts, which ultimately, the funding is administered, I believe, by the administrative office of the courts. However, the planning and the implementation would be done by the counties. Socorro County has agreed to take the lead on this with our district, which are the counties that you stated. This is basically a beginning memorandum of agreement to get us going. We are really in new territory here, so hopefully the other counties won't have changes to this and have it come back. But that said, I think it's a good framework to get it going and hopefully get somebody on board and hired who can administer this critical program, and there should be quite a bit of money coming in that's going to take a lot of work to spend and for the benefit of our population.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion from myself and a second from Commissioner Monette for the approval of 12G, the approval of memorandum of agreement with Catron Sierra and Torrance County regarding the implement of Senate Bill 3 funding for Region 7. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I would be remiss, I missed item ND, the knowledge of January 2026 birthdays. So anybody want to do that?
What's it? What tab is it? I had it a minute ago,
So did I.
and then we skipped over it, so.
I was gonna say,
I thought you already wished everybody.
no, we hadn't done it yet. That's
Being that you were
yeah.
working in here.
Shit.
You want it? It's on tab. Chapter Y. Want to do it, Philip, or
Well, I can't find it, so I guess.
it's Y?
Which one?
Y.
What are you looking for?
For birthdays.
Tab Y.
The one thing I don't bring it.
Go ahead, John, I'm not.
January birthdays: Gonzalo Lopez, Sheriff's Department, January 1st. David Naranjo, Assessor's Office, January 2nd. Augusta Amaro Lucero, Sheriff's Department, January 4th. Christopher Rico, Sheriff's Department, January 13th. Brittany Chavez, Clerk's Office, January 21st. Brendan Chavez, Sheriff's Department, January 21st. Danny Monette, Commissioner, January 23rd. Waylon Melton, Sheriff's Department, January 26th. Jaylene Martinez, Treasurer's Office, January 26th. Marcus Da Cruz, Emergency Management, January 31st. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And just so you know, Danny's the one that reminded me that we forgot his birthday. That's why we did it. All right. Happy birthday. Item 12H, acknowledge of personnel changes.
I didn't find that.
There's only one termination of acting manager. My computers, it didn't work actually.
No.
Here it is. Want me to get them?
We'll check it before the meeting next time.
Yeah, but you've been busy.
Socorro Board of County Commissioner personnel changes. Wesley Haynes, Detention Officer, terminated. Warren Kurtmaker, Detention Officer 1, new hire, $21.50 an hour. Clayton Mooring, Detention Officer, new hire, $21.50 an hour. David Guterres, Detention Officer, new hire, $21.50 an hour. Jessica Brown, Finance Director, resigned.
Second.
Got a motion for Commissioner Aguilar, a second for Commissioner Manette for the approval of personnel changes as presented. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Personnel changes are approved. Item 13, approval of vendor checks.
Want to take it?
Absolutely. A and B.
I'd like to combine 13A and B. I'd like to make a motion to combine A and B. A, vendor checks for January 12th in the amount of $2,087,466.83. And then is for B, approved payroll checks dated for January 13th. For this, we have two parts. The first part is December 11th, in the amount of $256,534.35. And then the second is dated for December 24th, in the amount of $416,632.85. Totaling payroll for this motion is $683,167.20.
Second.
Got a motion from Commissioner Secretarial, second from Vice Chair Monette for the approval of vendor checks and payroll checks. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Pay the bills. Item 14, executive session, motion and roll call vote to go into executive session that pursuant to New Mexico State Statute, Section 10-15-1, only the following matters will be discussed in closed session. Personnel, county manager, application interview. Roll call vote.
So moved.
Oh, sorry. Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Aguilar,
Yes.
Vice Chair Secretary,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Monette,
Yes.
Commissioner Montoya,
Yes.
Chairman Gonzalez.
Absolutely. We're in executive session.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion and ask for a roll call vote. Can we go back into regular session pursuant to section 10:15-1? The only matters discussed in closed session were county manager.
Roll call vote.
Second.
Commissioner Aguilar,
Yes.
Vice Chair Secretary,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Mona,
Yes,
Commissioner Montoya,
Yes.
Chairman Gonzalez.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion, to delegate the authority to the chairman to contact the selected applicant, negotiate on behalf of the board of county commissioners and enter into a contract with the individual on the board's behalf for the position of county manager.
Second.
Second.
Got a motion and a second from Commissioner Monet, Commissioner Montoya. All in favor? Opposed?
I believe that took care of A and B under.
A and B.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll do that.
And Mr. Chairman, if I might, just for the record, currently, since you've been delegated with negotiations, those are confidential until such time a contract is approved, and then it is public information. And, or if a contract's not approved, we'll probably have to go back.
Oh, we'll be right. Next commission meeting is February 10th, 2026 at 5 p.m.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
So it doesn't become public record on February 10th, it's when the action happens. correct?
Once the
It's whenever
contract-
the parties agree.
So you can start calling Joe every hour on the hour.
The battery died. Caller ID. This meeting is adjourned. We'll see you on February 10th. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.